Hi everybody, welcome back to bee trapping. Got some 60-degree days here in Ohio going to be happening for at least the next week. Nighttime lows 40, maybe the upper 30s, which in my opinion is not that's a good time to start feeding sugar water. You don't want to put it in obviously when it's too cold, but you know, those 60 daytime highs and you know the 40s at night, I think that's more than efficient enough for the bees. So how I do this is, I'm not as specific as maybe some other people are, as exact. I take 5 gallons of water, I split it between 2 buckets. A gallon of water generally weighs about 8 pounds. And in the spring you want to feed a 1-to-1 sugar water that is going to be a good carbohydrate source for your bees, and also promotes more of a wax building than it does a sugar water storing. Now, if your bees do need sugar water, they can store it in the spring, but it's going to be a different. In the fall, you're going to feed a 2-to-1. In the spring, you generally feed a 1-to-1. So what I do is, at Walmart, I don't know about right now because of the coronavirus, but at Walmart you usually buy these for about almost $8. 25-pound bag of just straight up white granulated sugar. Don't feed any organic sugar or raw sugar, anything that's got like a brown color. You don't want to do that, it can be poisonous to bees. So just regular old white granulated sugar. Since we have 5 gallons of water, what that's generally going to be is about 40 pounds of water, so we need to have 40 pounds of sugar. If you wanted to get real specific, you could bring out a scale and you could actually weigh your sugar if you wanted to. But sorry about the noise in the background. Winston's riding his little tricycle over there. You could you know, bring out a scale. I'm just going to eyeball it. I tend to put half the water in this bucket, half in here. I'm going to put about 20 pounds of sugar in here, 20 pounds of sugar in here. These bags weigh 25 pounds, so you know, about even. This right here is my knockoff, if you will, of Honeybee Healthy. It's just I have 3 different essential oils in there. I have thyme oil, and that's supposed to be for your varroa mite control. I have a lot of guys use spearmint. I have some peppermint oil in there. Peppermint is actually, they say, is bugs don't like it. So I use that to try as a deterrent for ants and things like that, but I'll be honest, the bees take it just the same whether there's peppermint in it or not. And then I use tea tree oil, which is going to be more for an antibacterial type of a nosema type control for your bees. And as you can see already, the lid was down here, the bees were all over it. And this is just water and essential oils. I tend to make mine a higher concentration. I put about 1 tablespoon of each essential oil to 1 quart of water. I'll make a video later on about making this. What I have here is essentially 5 gallons of water, so that'll be about 5 tablespoons. It doesn't have to be exact, but for the most part, I just kind of eyeball it. I don't think as long as you have too high of a concentration, you can't really hurt anything. And that's just, if nothing else, I know there's some debate about whether it actually helps honeybees. If nothing else, it will prevent mold growth and things like that from happening in your sugar water. If you want to, you can also put in a little drop of white vinegar or any kind of vinegar in. Vinegar is obviously acidic. It'll also prevent mold growth. Generally, when I put in my my essential oils, I don't usually put in vinegar. It usually keeps everything going. What I have here, I just take a mixing paddle that you'd use to mix epoxies or paints or stuff like that. That's how I mix my sugar. All I do is I'm going to dump about 20 pounds in here and about 20 pounds in here, mix them up, mix all the essential oils in, and everything will be good. So, this is just regular cold water. You do not want to just have 1 5-gallon bucket, because obviously when you add in your sugar, it's going to increase the volume of your water, and then what you're going to end up with is your bucket's going to overflow. So you do not want to do that. So you want to have 2 buckets. This is just some leftover stuff I had from making candy boards. This bag right here. Add candy boards early in the spring, make sure the hives keep through. Here's some leftover sugar from candy boards and things like that. I'll throw that in there. And then I need just a little bit more sugar out of this one. Don't overcomplicate this. People get too specific on things. I mean, if you have a little bit more sugar than 1:1, it's not going to hurt your bees. They're going to do with it what they want to, honestly. Okay. You can see right there, that's what it's going to look like. There probably will be some settling after a while. Again, no big deal. If you're going to feed this right away, shouldn't really be an issue. If you do make more than you need and you put a lid on it and say put it in your garage or in your basement or just set it in your house or if you have a barn or something like that, I would say just get your drill out the next time you go to feed it and mix it back up, or you could just shake it back up. But there will be some settling of the sugar water out of it. Okay, and that's it. It's literally as simple as that. You can put this in whatever feeder you want. I use hive top feeders. I have some videos on some of my no-leak cheap hive top feeders if you guys want to check those out on the channel. Other than that, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.